It was not a great week for steakhouses in Colorado Springs, with failing scores at restaurants you probably wouldn't expect. Meanwhile, dinner at our high-scoring restaurant is just part of the package there. Here's this week's Restaurant Roundup. The star of this week's Restaurant Roundup is the Cowboy Star, an upscale restaurant and butcher shop inside University Village along North Nevada. The violations that led to a failing score here last week include an employee cutting steaks, then handing a menu to a customer without washing their hands. Workers were also spotted using their bare hands to measure the temperature of cooked food, peel an orange, and grab pieces of bread for customers. Cooked prawns, similar to shrimp, were found at the wrong temperature. The restaurant was curing meats using a type of salt without the required permit from the health department, and there were several leaks in the roof, resulting in water accumulating on the floor of the kitchen. We went to Cowboy Star to ask about the violations.
We were hoping just to get kind of a response as to what happened, what you've done to fix them.
The manager politely referred us to her boss, who responded with an email saying in part, "We adhere strictly to the guidelines provided by the El Paso County Public Health Department. We are currently addressing all of their concerns and look forward to their reinspection on or after May 15th. The Cowboy Star did pass that reinspection on Tuesday. The Texas Roadhouse at Powers and South Carefree also failed its inspection last week. Among the problems here, there was no certified food protection manager on duty. Raw ground beef was stored directly over steak in the prep cooler. A visibly unclean cutting board was used for produce, and two of the sinks in the kitchen had significant leaks. KRDO 13 also discovered that the same Texas Roadhouse failed its inspection last May as well. When we visited Monday, the owner asked if we could speak outside, which we agreed to.
Please turn that off.
But when we got outside, he told us he would have to call the corporate office.
Well, you're the owner though, right? So you don't need to call corporate.
I mean, yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah. We just want to ask about the violations, that's all.
I can call you back and we can set up an appointment.
It's never as good on the phone as it is in person. We're just here to get your side.
I appreciate it.
A few hours later, we received an email from the corporate office saying the majority of items recorded were non-critical, corrected on site, or were education-based, which we are addressing through training efforts. Our team is actively working on these corrective actions, which will be resolved prior to their follow-up visit. Texas Roadhouse did pass its reinspection. Several restaurants were almost perfect last week. They include the Dion's Pizza at Powers in Dublin, also the Yum's Indian and Pakistani cuisine on South Nevada near Southgate, the Uncle Sam's Pancake House in Manitou Springs, and La Tequiza on North Academy near Vickers. There were also two perfect scores. First, the Burger King at Platte and Union, and the Iron Springs Chateau next to the Cog Railway in Manitou Springs. It's a dinner theater, and when we visited, the performers were rehearsing for the next big show.
It is basically kind of Dudley Do-Right, the old-time melodrama.
Co-owner Dolores Adams-Miller manages the kitchen, serving well over 100 three-course dinners on a busy night. And she has her staff well-tuned for the job, never overlooking food safety.
It has to be front of mind because you want to serve good quality food and you want to serve it safely. So it has to be one of the first things on our mind.
This is the 65th year for the melodrama here at the Iron Springs Chateau, and while clearly the performance here in the theater is the main attraction, the performance in the kitchen is not to be upstaged. So Dolores, to you and your staff, congratulations on your perfect score award.
Don't forget to look for the KRDO 13 Restaurant Roundup Awards at your favorite restaurants to know the kitchen is clean. As always, you can find links to all the passing and failing inspection scores at krdo.com.